What's up, everyone? Vincent Janito here. I'm chilling out with my friend Ben.
Hey there.
Rhymes. My friend Ben.
I like it. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm pretty down with rhyming all the time.
Oh yeah, no, you're a rhyming cat, man.
All about it.
Can't take that away from you. So we're sitting here and playing some Mortal Kombat X, and today we're gonna jump into training mode just a little bit because we're gonna look at we know Scorpion and Sub-Zero are two of the most popular characters. They've been with the series from the beginning, and one of the nice things about the variation system in Mortal Kombat X is that it allows the developers to take the same character, stay safe with them, where you have a variation that's kind of like mostly the same as what they've always been, and then you can also just have these other two variations that take kind of big risks and do kind of cool, interesting things. So get a cool things.
Cool, because you're playing as Sub-Zero. We're gonna keep these jokes
the
entire time through all these Let's Plays, aren't we?
We just lost like half our viewers.
Like, oh god, they're still doing that joke nonsense.
So I'm gonna start off with Grandmaster. We're just gonna jump into training mode, and we're gonna show people the different variations and like some of the ways in which these characters have changed, some of the ways in which they've stayed the same.
Because I've got something to say.
Oh, you do have something to say.
Misfits references.
You want to start with Ninjutsu?
Yeah, just take me into Ninjutsu. Why not? Okay, cool. I like cutting things up with my swords.
We're just gonna jump into the lab here. And just give you guys a quick look at what these what kind of tricks these guys have up their sleeves. Again, this isn't going to be like high-level play or anything like by any stretch of the imagination. It's just kind of like, hey, look at what these characters do. Look what they still do. Look what they don't do. So let me give you
give me control over that.
Let me give you that
Scorpion.
control.
Give me that control, though.
I tagged you in. You're ready to play.
We're good to go.
So yeah, now you have a bone you really want to pick right off the bat.
Yeah,
with Scorpion, right?
So as a person who spent countless hours in Mortal Kombat 9. I was very used to Scorpion's classic input for his they call it different things all the time, but it's his like harpoon.
Yeah, it's the harpoon
that he shoots out.
Get over here.
Like in Mortal Kombat 9 and a lot of the other games, it was always back, and then your first punch button, or one, or right punch, left punch, whatever it is. But so they changed it from pressing back to you have to press back then forward.
Yeah, right. And it's like it's not a hard input, but it's like years of muscle memory, though.
Like I'm sitting there like, oh, I'm going to jump in, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do a combo, and then I'm going to pull him back in. And I have to consciously remember that the button, it'll be fixed in a while. I'll be able to get it. It'll be good. But right off the bat, I was like, man, they changed that. They also changed the input for Johnny Cage's crotch punch, which is a crowd favorite.
That's right. So it's interesting. Sometimes though, you have to do that as a developer in order to keep inputs from overlapping with other things. And in this case, in Mortal Kombat X, like there's a lot more moves than in other Mortal Kombats. There's everyone, especially when you add the variations into the mix. There's so many more different moves to work with. Some of the move lists are like really, really long compared to what you're used to out of a Mortal Kombat. So that's one reason. Another reason is like, the back motion does kind of possibly overlap with backdash, and maybe they wanted to avoid that conflict altogether. So I think that has something to do with it. So we're in your ninjutsu variation right now. So let's take a look at the quick look at the move list and just see. Like,
so you can tell he's lost a lot. No, it's all good. He actually has a bunch. It's all he doesn't gain any special moves. He just has different like attack chains that involve his swords now. Gotcha. So like instead of doing like a regular like punch type of thing, I'll do a punch and then I'll cut with my sword, or I'll do like a low sweep with my sword, and I'm guessing it just causes more damage or something like that. Like what is it? We got one of these. No,
yeah.
But like that, it would just be like a regular hit. And
right.
He adds in the sword and it does more damage.
Cool. And for me right now, I'm in Sub-Zero's Grandmaster. And this is honestly the most like out of his three variations, I would say this is the most like his standard Sub-Zero. He's got the slide, of course. He's got the ice ball, like he's always had. So yeah, but the main things that you add here is it's got the clone, which is a move that's returning. So if you're an MK9 fan and you played Sub-Zero and you like his clone, you definitely
still do that.
Yeah, this is your variation. So this is the variation that's like, hey, if you like Sub-Zero the way he was, this is the one to do. But he can also do like this now, which I think is cool. Whoops, that's not what he can do. Ha, fail.
Sorry, no.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to pick up your clone and throw it when it's made out of ice, because it's slippery, Vince. It's very slippery.
So I think this is pretty cool, because usually this is like you put out the clone, and if someone falls for it like that,
oh no,
or they don't, and then they kind of just stand there
and then jump in.
Yeah, or they jump in. Wait, if they don't do something stupid though, and they're just like, well, I'm gonna be patient, you can be like, all right, well, I'm done. I'm gonna go on the offensive now. So
And,
I think
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I like it.
Let's take a look at two other variations. I think it's pretty cool that you can actually just switch the variations right in training mode. It's a brief load, but not much of one. So we'll go over to Cryomancer for me, and we'll go over to Hellfire for you, and take a look.
But yeah, like I'm not even gonna cut this because of how fast it loads. This game loads pretty quickly.
Yeah, it does. It does load nice and fast. Now you noticed immediately, I think, when you play. Is this the one you played before? No, you played. I
played Ninjutsu before.
Right.
Like I haven't gotten to touch it. Oh, the one before when we were practicing.
Yeah.
Oh no, the other one that I played was it's one where we'll talk about it when we get to it. But this one's
exactly.
This one's more like I want to light everything on fire. I'm gonna throw a fireball and light myself on fire. Literally on fire.
Yeah. So you got the fireball, you've got the Hellfire, the flame aura, and I've got, as the Cryomancer now, I have the ability to kind of create weapons out of ice, which means that I also now get some attack chains that I didn't normally have. And that's kind of the main thing here for Sub, is that he gets these new chains. He does have one new special move, and he kind of loses access to the clone, gets this overhead frost hammer. But yeah, I'm gonna tag these actually just for the heck of it.
Do it so you can find them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I mean, it makes sense. You're just spending all that ice on cool weapons instead of cool body clones. Like that's.
Hit the hammer.
Light you on fire.
Yeah.
And throw a fireball.
So yeah, I mean, it's funny because this lets Scorpion play a little bit more like a traditional zoning character, right?
Yeah.
Allows him to. Because obviously the chain, as great as the chain was,
you sit here and get a little bit of Dragon Ball Z action charged
awesome.
up.
Yeah, but like normally the chain, like when you do the chain is such a commitment, right? Like you throw it out, and if it gets blocked, you're wide open. You kind of lose your initiative. With this version of Scorpion, then he's got kind of access to a way of controlling space, giving the player something to deal with, and that's pretty. I dig that. That's pretty cool. Oh, cool. Yeah. So in this version, your Hellfire there. Do it again. That was do the non-meter burn version. Yeah, in this version, that's actually unblockable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you see unblockable comes up on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually unblockable. In the other modes, you block low. You just block that low and
get it out of there,
and you can stop it. It's still a very good tool for him. But yeah, that's really interesting to me. So let's look at some of the
oh, there you go.
Scorpion.
That's unblockable too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I take damage aura.
I take damage just for being around you when you've got that aura on. That's pretty nasty.
Yeah, no, that's kind of nice. You get up in there.
Yeah, that adds up over time, man.
Yep.
So let's look at some of Sub's little combo strings that he gets now. That's nice. That one's a launcher, so you can totally juggle off that. Like I don't know, just make stuff up like that. Yeah, that's another thing. His 1-1-1 or square that changes.
And now it has a sword.
Yep. And then he's got this other new chain.
Oh, that's so great.
It's like a throw. It's a chain that ends in a throw, which is pretty cool. So he gets those new tricks, and of course he gets the
hammer, that 12% one hit overhead.
I want to see. I'm just curious. I want to see what it's like to deal with this on Wake Up. If I sweep you, I want to see, like, if you get up hitting buttons, I want to see what happens. So just like Wake Up.
I'll hit buttons.
You do that.
I'm gonna press buttons all the time. Yep.
Yeah, I'm curious too. Try to wake up. Let's see, what's a good? Oh, teleport's a good wake up option for him sometimes. So yeah, try this. Try doing like I'll sweep you and do wake up teleport. I'm just like wondering if I'll catch you still with the hammer.
Right.
You ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Try it again.
Started to run away and then he.
Ah, fuck. Messed that up.
It's just a whole bunch. It's okay.
Yeah, you still can't get away. So it's maybe not the perfect meaty. To start hitting them when they wake up, but still it gives them something to think about. What happens if you block it? I'm just curious how bad it is to block.
Go for it. Hit me.
Yeah, it does stagger you a bit. Yeah,
that's a pretty good damage mitigation in there too.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I want to see block
EX that or enhance it or
whatever.
whatever.
On block it's only -9, so like yeah, actually. Oh, he can do it in the air. Oh, cool. What's that look like?
Oh, he comes down with it.
Yo, he drops the hammer on you.
Bringing the pain.
He drops the hammer on you.
Drop it on me.
So like, I'm wondering if let's see. What's it's right. Okay. Let me maybe jump.
We're trying to figure some stuff out right now. This is
hammer.
Bleeding edge.
Hammer. Yeah, I'll do jump 3 hammer. I'll juggle you with and then jump 3 hammer.
I'm here for you.
Oh no, it's
it just kicks me away.
Yeah, it just kicks you too far away.
Maybe it's like dude's like rushing in on you. You can just drop on them, or
or maybe I can. Well, yeah, I can definitely do that. Like, it's overhead too, so that's cool. I just want to. I would love it if I could combo into it though. Oh yeah, okay. If I do a jump 1, I bet you if I do a forward jump 1, I can do it. So let's do this.
All right, I'm gonna give you 2 times to try it.
No, it's not gonna work. I gotta figure something out with this because this looks fun.
It's okay. Now you've got new tech to go and work on because that's how great the Mortal Kombat punching game is.
Yeah, it's the punching game.
It's all about the punching game.
So let's we've checked out a little bit of this of these 2 variations. Let's
check out the final one.
Yeah, let's go to the final.
Because this actually changes a lot about how at least Scorpion plays. Because I was messing around with it before. I'm like, this is
totally different.
This is wrong. This isn't right. I don't know about this. God, Kano's looking kind of upset there.
Yeah, Kano's always kind of a little distraught.
Right, so now I've got a skull on my belt, and that
that's
means
rad.
that I can do that still. But now
so that move, you still have that move, but now I can block that low.
Yeah.
So you do it again.
Hold on, it's this one.
Yeah. See now that's so it's not blockable. It's not unblockable anymore. But you got some new tricks up your sleeve.
It's kind of coming in. They tickle you a bit. Yeah. So they got, what do we got here? We got 3 different minion things that we can do. The grab that comes out of the ground.
Right. You've got these minions now that you can call, and that really changes the way that Scorpion plays. It kind of seems like you can play a little bit more of a zoning game with him this way. Like being able to threaten from that angle, from that range, without committing to it. Like normally to get behind you like that from full screen, Scorpion would do his teleport, and then that's kind of a commitment. You know what I mean? Because then if I block it, I can counter. But if I block that minion, there's really I can't really do anything. There's no real follow up to that. Like here, let's try this because like a punish from like for me might be like, I don't know, EX slide. So like do that minion then try to block. It's a low. You have to block low.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can still block,
wow.
so it's really not a commitment at all. You can
just throw it out just because.
You can just throw it out willy-nilly just because. I wonder what happens if I neutral jump it. Throw it out. Oh wow, it hits pretty high.
That's 10%.
It hits pretty high.
Wow, I didn't even realize.
Try it again.
How hard that hit.
Again. Yeah, I can't. It doesn't look like I can jump that.
It looked like it was pretty high up.
Like I want to see what happens if I jump back. Yeah,
there you go.
I can jump back over it.
All right, that's pretty nice. Yeah. I like that.
That's interesting. So yeah, but it gives you another way to threaten me. And then same thing with that guy. Yeah,
the one that's overhead.
Yeah, I wonder if I can punish that. Yeah, with the slide. No, I can't. I mean, maybe I have to be faster, but it doesn't look like it's punishable.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems pretty safe to me. It feels pretty safe.
Yeah, no, that's nice. It just gives Scorpion options to pressure people and put the hurt on them from a range without having to commit to going in. Which sometimes, like, there's times when you don't want to be in there, you know, like against a grappler, like say maybe Ferrator. Yeah. You might not want to be that close. Or against Kotal Khan. Kotal Khan's not a grappler per se, but I mean, oh, that was sick.
That was really cool. I don't know how.
That was awesome.
There's a cross up and I counter crossed somehow. I don't know what's happening. It's great.
Yeah, it's super cool. But this is just a great example of what we're talking about, right? Like these characters are characters that have been around for such a long time. And with these variations, like, yeah, there's ones that feel mostly like they've always felt, but then there's other stuff that's really cool and unique, and it lets them take risks with characters. And Scorpion and Sub-Zero aren't the only ones who got that treatment. I would say other people did too.
A lot of them did, yeah.
Yeah. So let's look at real quick at Sub-Zero, how he kind of changes in this mode. He doesn't really get any new basic attacks. He doesn't get any new combos, but he gets really just 2 special moves. The Frozen Aura, which makes him immune to chip damage, which is actually a kind of a big deal against some characters because chip damage is
you can get chipped
really
real hard.
Like I was chipping you out really hard with Katana before.
Oh yeah,
and that was pretty serious. And then the Barrier of Frost. So we'll take a look at both of these. So yeah, here's the now immune to chip damage.
Like,
so
it just there's nothing happening.
Yeah,
because you're there.
You can throw specials at me. None of that's gonna chip me. And this buff lasts a long time. Like that's a substantial amount of time. So
yeah, that's
if you can keep that like against the character who zones a lot, like maybe Quan Chi or even Ermac to an extent. You know, it's early in the game's life, so I don't know for sure who's gonna be great at zoning and keeping away. But I mean, even just anecdotally against Kitana, who likes to throw those fans, I mean, that chip damage really adds up. So like not having to take that chip damage is super good.
Well, it comes out so fast too. Like she throws those fans fairly quickly.
Yeah, sure, she's whipping them. So, and then we got the barrier,
which
right there. And now the barrier kind of is interesting because if you if you punch me while I barrier.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. So it can work like a parry, which is cool. Yes.
I'm doing it too late.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So it can work as a parry in that sense. But the other nice thing about it is that it can absorb and stop other projectiles.
Can it stop the one from behind though?
I don't know about that, but try your spear throw.
All right. So.
Yeah.
That's stopping it,
which is pretty cool. And then I don't think I take chip for that. Try that again. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, there's no damage from that at all. It doesn't even get to you.
Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. Not having to take the chip on that. And also just in general, anything you can do to not have to block your opponent's specials in this game is pretty good. Because whenever you block an opponent's special, you're actually giving them meter. Like if you can jump over a move or duck a move or deflect it in some way, you're actually preventing your opponent from gaining meter. And of course, meter management really important in these games. It's kind of an unsung thing that people don't talk about too much. But it's definitely an important. If I generate more meter than you and I prevent a lot of your meter, I'm just gonna have options and tools open to me that normally you just wouldn't.
And that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. This is by no means meant to be like a definitive or high end like, hey, this is how you play these characters. Just taking a kind of casual look at what these two classic characters have kind of become in Mortal Kombat X, and I think what they've done with them is pretty cool.
I agree.
So for more on Mortal Kombat X, more character videos, more Let's Plays, more everything that's bloody, beaten, battered, and broken.
You're already in the right place.
You're in the right place, guys. It's IGN.
I'm so sorry.